Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and it's time for February favorites. These are the standout products I was really loving in February, as well as a couple personal things I want to throw in there. Still things I'm loving, but more on like a personal kind of level, I guess. Of course, these are all going to be drugstore products because it was drugstore month here on my channel where I was only focusing on drugstore products. There's three things I have to mention. They're not drugstore, but I feel they were, why am I sitting all sideways? I feel like they were instrumental in helping my skin heal and get back to normal. If you didn't know or you didn't hear me go on and on about it, I had some sort of crazy skin reaction to something halfway through the month and I stopped wearing makeup. Like, this is the most makeup I've worn in 2 weeks. And it's so weird because it was 2 weeks to the day. The first half of the month, it was 14 days that I was wearing makeup, and the next 14 days, no makeup. I don't know what it was, but my skin freaked out. But I want to share a couple skincare products I was really loving that really helped my skin. But 3 of them are not drugstore, but I wanted to mention them because they're genuinely favorites, and I just really love them a lot. But let's start with the other stuff first. So this is the Essie Apricot Nail and Cuticle Oil. Oh my God, where has this been my whole life? This is what it looks like. I absolutely freaking love this stuff. So the skin on my hands, I feel like take moderately good care of it. I put lotion on obsessively, I put oils on it. I use the Aveeno Cica Repair cream stuff and I absolutely love it. So I feel like the skin on my hands is okay. But the skin around my nails is so crusty, crunchy, gross, just ugly looking. And even with lotion, like trying to rub lotion into those crusty parts around my nails, it seems to just like gather into the crustiness and not absorb in or help it at all. And I ended up buying this oil. I don't remember why I bought it. Did I just want to try it? Oh, it was from Instagram. I was following someone's manicure on Instagram and she was using nail oil and I was like, her nails look amazing. I bet it's because that oil. It wasn't this one she was using, but this is the one I bought. I absolutely love it. So you put it on your nails. It's just oil in a bottle and you kind of just get it here. It's really thin and a little goes a long way. I mean, as you can see, like look how much I've barely used and I use it all the time. Brush it on your nails, kind of like rub them together like this, get it all underneath the nails, around the cuticle, under there, on top of it, everything. And like, look at my nails. They have literally never ever looked like this. I also feel like the oil is helping the actual nail because they don't seem to break and crack and split as much as they usually do. And I don't know what it is. I absolutely love this. I bought another one. I keep it at work. I use it a couple times a day at work. I can't sing its praises high enough. It's everything. I absolutely love it. Itching. Another thing I was loving is this face wash from Aveeno. This is the Common Restore Nourishing Oat Cleanser. I started using this because my skin was going crazy and I just to bring myself to wash my face was a lot. It would hurt just to put water on it, but of course I had to wash it. And I was using this cleanser. Of course I wasn't wearing any makeup, so I was skipping that whole step of removing makeup. And this is really gentle and nice. It's one of those cleansers that's like you're just putting lotion on your face and rinsing it off, but it feels good. It does feel like you're putting lotion on, but it still cleans, so your face still feels clean. It doesn't feel like it's full of residue. It's so good. No fragrance, no sulfates. It's alcohol free. It's dye free. It's non-comedogenic. It's really nice if you're looking for something to use in the morning that's not too harsh. Or you just don't wear makeup and you want to rinse skincare off throughout the day. I absolutely love this and I'm still using it. I think it's great. So of course I wasn't wearing a ton of makeup, but I was still doing eyebrows and mascara. At first I was doing under eye concealer still, but I had so many bumps under my eyes that the concealer looked horrible. So I just wasn't wearing it. And it was so hard to get used to, especially going to work without makeup. Even though I'm wearing a mask, you can still tell that I'm not wearing makeup or like I normally do. And I felt like I was in my pajamas. Like I felt so undone. I didn't feel like myself. I didn't look like myself. It was a huge, odd adjustment for me and it was weird. But I've come to really love it now. I'm putting on under eye concealer now, but I've really enjoyed the lighter makeup and how easy it is to get ready in the morning. I don't have to like do this whole face washing at the end of the night with a bunch of stuff, and I've been loving it. I've been loving it so much, but I'm really ready to get back to wearing a full face of makeup because it's just fun, you know? Anyway, even though I wasn't wearing anything else, I was still doing eyebrows and mascara, and the two brow products I just could not get enough of is the Maybelline Brow Extensions Fiber Pomade Crayon and the e.l.f. Wow Brow. I think I kept calling this Brow Wow. It doesn't matter. The e.l.f. Wow Brow. These two are just like a dynamic duo. I absolutely love them. They both have fibers in them. The Maybelline one is a stick pomade that has, it looks gross, but it has little fibers in it, and you just comb them through your brows, do a little spoolie, and it's like a pomade that's really like, it holds your brows in place too. It's so good. And from the whole Shop My Stash I did February, I had to skip a few videos. I wasn't able to do the Is Makeup from Pacifica any good? That's coming in March. Get ready with me using my Shop My Stash. That's gonna have to come in March. And there's one other one too that I was gonna do that was a full face makeup application that I just could not bring myself to put that much makeup on. Those are gonna have to wait till March. Anyway, this was one of the things I Shop My Stash for, and one of the only things I kept using the whole entire month. I absolutely loved it so much. It fills in, but really lightly. I would say when you use this, don't like try to draw an eyebrow on. Use it as like a holding sticky pomade base. Like, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's just really, really good. I absolutely loved it. And then topping off this with the Brow Wow from e.l.f. Another fiber little gel here. Holds your brows in place, fills them in, makes them look like you have more than you do. I don't know if it's the combo of both of these fiber things, but I have been loving the way my brows have been looking lately. This one's falling a little bit. And I love both of these so much. And I actually thought I was gonna end up hating the Maybelline, but it was a nice surprise. And then the mascara I used the most is the Maybelline Sky High. It is what I have on I guess I could just zoom in instead of getting close to the camera. This is what I have on today. It's amazing. It's so, so, so good. So it's part of their Lash Sensational line, which has some great mascaras. It's a really nice bendy, which I thought I was gonna hate actually, bendy wand with tiny little spikes on it. It lengthens and separates really, really nicely, builds on itself well without getting sticky and clumpy. And this is one that I know 100% that I can depend on. It's not gonna transfer up here if you have longer lashes. It's not gonna transfer here when your lashes touch. You can wear it on the lower, the lower lashes. It's not gonna smear there. This deserves all the hype it gets. It's really, really, really lovely. I love everything about it. And it's so dependable. I absolutely love this mascara, and I had to give another shout out. It's awesome. One more thing before we talk about the other skincare that's not drugstore, but I have to mention. This eye cream is from LaRoche Posay, and it's the Toleraine Ultra Eyes Eye Cream. So of course I still wanted to use eye cream, but I was trying to be super gentle about it. And this was one that I had already owned, I just hadn't opened it yet. And it's really rich, but it absorbs nicely, doesn't get in the way because I was trying to put concealer on. It doesn't like hang around too long where it's gonna interfere with your makeup. It's so gentle, it's rich, it's hydrating, it has no fragrance or anything. You can put it on your eyelids. This is so, so, so good, and it really, I feel super helped my under eyes stay hydrated and moisturized without a lot of heaviness. And I just really, really loved it. It's in an airless pump, and it's like inside of a bag, inside of the bottle, which looks really weird. But I loved this. I loved it so much. I remember buying it, holy moly, I want to say like a year ago? I feel like I've had this a long time and never opened it. But it says it's expiring in June of this year, and I was like, I better open that. And it's so good. I've been using it ever since. I love it a lot. The next three things are not drugstore items, but I have to mention them because I feel they were instrumental in helping my skin get back to normal, because a skincare routine was not happening. That video I put up, like my drugstore skincare routine trying to soothe my textured skin, that was the one and only time I did that. Every other day I was like, I can't put so much on my face. It was starting to really hurt a lot to put anything on. And I kind of just stripped it back and I was using like 2 things. Literally the eye cream and then 2 things, and that was it. And the things I was using, these Neogen Real Cica pads. I bought these on Style Korean. I showed up in a haul back in January and I hadn't opened them yet. I just didn't really have an occasion to. And I was like, well, Cica's supposed to be really good. It says here calming and hydrating and dead skin removal. And I was like, well, as all these bumps on my face are getting sloughed away, maybe these will help. And Cica is supposed to be good for all kinds of stuff. And I absolutely loved these so much. So they are a pre-soaked pad. And these are so juicy. Like even just looking in here, there's about this much, like right here, of serum just in the jar. They're super, super juicy, wet pads. And when it says dead skin removal, like they're so gentle. They are so, so gentle. Even though they have a little quilted pattern on them, you can't feel it. Like it doesn't feel like you're rubbing a textured pad on your face. They are loaded with serum and whatever else goodness is in there. And putting them on my face, I was like, oh my gosh. Like I got 2 of these and just stuck them right on my cheeks and we just left them there to kind of like soak into my face for a while. They have an absolute ton of serum on them. So if you are one who doesn't love having a lot of serum on your face, or it does sink in, it's not just gonna sit there, but it's not sinking in too quickly. Like I loved that it was on my face and it was like hanging around. You know, you might not like these if you need to do a skincare routine really quick. It definitely seems more of like a treatment kind of thing. And I loved these so much. I'm so glad I opened them. They really truly helped a lot. Another thing I ended up opening and using was the Rovectin Skin Essentials Barrier Repair Face Oil. This was another thing I purchased in that same haul, I think, and I hadn't opened it yet because I was using a different oil, but then I was like, I need something more healing. And Rovectin, I think, from what I saw or read, is like a brand that was made to treat cancer patients' skin. Like, I guess chemotherapy messes with your skin a lot, and this brand created, I think, I don't know, was meant to deal with that kind of skin issues. So I was like, it's gotta be good. And this is the Barrier Repair Face Oil Advanced Formula, Hypoallergenic. And this stuff is heavy duty oil. Oh my gosh. So in the morning, I was doing eye cream, I was doing those Cica pads, and then I was putting this oil on. That's it. I didn't need to put moisturizer on. This oil hangs on all freaking day. So I put this on and then leave it there. I go to work, do my work, put a mask on, and I could still feel the oil on my skin, but it's not like so oily that the mask is gonna stick to your face. But you could feel that you put something really extremely nourishing on your skin. Obviously a little goes a long way with this, and I was using it each day. This stuff was amazing. It was so good. It does have a scent to it. It smells kind of like patchouli or frankincense, like one of those kind of scents that smells like a health food store. I don't know if that's what's in here. It doesn't have the ingredients on the bottle, but oh my gosh, just the nourishing abilities of this was crazy, crazy. I absolutely loved this oil. And then the last thing I actually wasn't going to mention because it's not even in the realm of drugstore prices, but it truly, truly helped me as well. And it's the Tatcha, the serum stick. So this was something I purchased a while back and I felt so dumb and I was like, why did I buy that? I don't like serum pressed in a stick that I gotta wipe on my face. And I really had no use for this. I couldn't figure out how to fit it into my routine. I don't know what I was doing buying this. And it's actually not a serum. I mean, it doesn't feel like a serum. It's just a solid stick like this. And I used this. I mean, this is all that I used this month or in the last 2 weeks. Actually, yeah, the last 2 weeks, that's how much I used. I was reading reviews on this on Sephora and someone said they were putting it on their eyebrows because they had like a crusty spot, and I was like, huh. Because after a while, my face was so dry, it was flaky everywhere. I'm sitting all jacked up. It's so flaky. I mean, flakes flying everywhere. It was crazy. And it was getting crusty, awful dry patches, especially right here, big ones. And I just remembered that review and I was like, I'm gonna put this on my face, you know, maybe it'll do something. This stuff is freaking amazing. I feel like it's a one step thing. Like I can't fit this in anywhere else because the texture of this and consistency, if your face is super wet with other serums and essence and stuff like that, this is just gonna slide right off. Like it's not gonna stick to your skin. So I found just doing this on its own. So if I wasn't doing the face oil, it was this. I would let that cica pad stuff sink in, and then this stuff I just drew all over my face. I was applying it multiple times a day. I just kept it in the living room and I pull it out and just, you know, rub it all over my dry spots here, all over my nose, my eyebrows, like it was going all over my face. I absolutely loved it. It doesn't feel like a serum. It feels like a balm or like a moisturizer, but like a heavy duty balm kind of moisturizer. I used it because I had it. I wouldn't recommend going to buy this. I don't think you need this, but I'm mentioning it because it genuinely was a favorite and I feel something that really helped my skin a lot. So yeah, those are all the beauty products I loved this month. One other thing I loved this month was unsubscribing to all kinds of YouTube channels. So I used to watch a couple of different skincare channels, and then I felt just like all they're telling you is constantly different things. I'm like, actually no, this ingredient, and I got kind of tired of like the deep dive ingredient focused stuff, and I was like, just use what you want. If it's working and you like it, use it. But I kept in my head going, no, I can't use this thing because it has fragrance, and some YouTubers out there freaking hate fragrance. And I was only watching 2 people, but both of them, it was just overwhelming for me. Unsubscribed. And every time a video would pop up into my feed, in my subscription feed, that I was like, I can't remember the last time I watched this person's videos, unsubscribed. And I know when you're a smaller YouTuber, it sucks to lose a subscriber, but I wasn't watching the videos anyway, and I was like, I have to. And now my feed is so like curated, and I watch every video. I just felt so good about it, and I was like, yes, I feel better. The less information, the better. And then I'm off Instagram. I'm over it. I haven't been listing it in my description boxes anymore. I deactivated my account not too long ago, and I just felt, that's how I felt about it. I did log back in because I needed to message somebody who I only know for my DMs, and I immediately started scrolling again. I was like, oh my God, I gotta see all the stuff. And I was like, what am I doing? So I uninstalled the app. I scheduled to be like, they don't let you just remove your account. They schedule it for you. They're like, okay, your account's gonna be activated on this day in March. And I'm like, I just want it gone right now. Anyway, I just got so tired of Instagram and tired of the same thing over and over and over. And I was never really looking at the photos. I was only really watching stories, and I don't know, I just got really sick of it, and I'm over it. I'm over Instagram. Bye. So yeah, I feel so good about it. So good having less information, less overload, less scrolling mindlessly. I'm still scrolling mindlessly on my phone, just not on Instagram anymore. And yeah, I feel so good about it. So yeah, that is it. Those are all of my monthly favorites, things I was loving this month. Let me know some things you loved this month. I would love to know. And I will see you later with another video. Goodbye.